I used to love my cigars. Oh, they were just fantastic. And I couldn't pass up a good cigar shop if my name depended upon it, and my life too. And I did that for a long time, lots of years. I'd have the cigars. At that point, I got up to one a day, and I thought, wow, this is too much, you know. And coincidentally, I heard an ad on the radio by the Bay Area Non-Smoking Center, and it was a wonderful experience. I really enjoyed it. It was very comfortable, and he knocked it right out of me, whatever it was, going way back to my early days of smoking cigarettes when I was a teenager, all the way up to the current time, and it's gone. I haven't had a desire for a cigar again, and the beauty of it is that while that feeling to be satisfied with a cigar was so great, this is 100,000 times greater, knowing that I don't smoke. It's much, much better. You know my name, Stefano. I have a beautiful spirit that I make in Milan called Dimmi, which means tell me in Italian. And I sell it here in San Francisco. So here we are. Water bar is here, and over here is Epic Roast House, two of my best customers using Dimmi. But I'm surrounded by customers. There's also Boulevard and Americano and lots of places all around here that sell my spirit. I thought, at least for some time, that it wasn't as dangerous as cigarettes, but my doctor said, oh yeah, it's just as bad, if not worse, even though you don't inhale. And so for that reason, I really wanted to quit, because of the dangers of smoking. And this is my last cigar. I always say to myself, this is my last one. And I tried the patch, and I didn't try pills because they weren't out yet, but anyway, I tried everything else. And I have a strong will and fortitude for quitting things, but I just couldn't quit. And so it was getting me down. It's kind of depressing. I thought, I can't quit. I can't believe this, you know. So that's where the Bay Area Non-Smoking Center was really helpful to it. It's a very nice, very comfortable, well-appointed office, and I felt immediately comfortable. I didn't feel put off or like it was foreign. It was just a nice place to be. And there were a lot of pictures of people who had quit smoking on his wall. Lots and lots of those pictures. And so it was not an intimidating experience at all. It was just like being at home. And we went through the different paces of what smoking was like for me, all the way back to when I first started smoking as a teenager. All the way back to things in life that I would have never ever thought of. Ken prompted me to think about them, and that really got to the meat of the coconuts, so to speak, as to why I had begun smoking in the first place. But it was a great experience, very comfortable, really easy to do, no big deal. When I left the appointment, I didn't know whether it was going to work or not, to tell you the truth. It was kind of like, well, I did that, let's see if it works. So the next day, I noticed it right away. There was just no desire, because I had the desire every single day to smoke. And the next day there was no desire to smoke. It was kind of strange. I thought, is this a coincidence? And sure enough, the day after that, no desire. And the day after that, no desire. And a year later here, over a year now, no desire. It's just like it went poof, gone. And so from the very beginning, I mean, it was very evident that it worked. Now, the first day I didn't know, but the second day I think I knew it was over. No more cigars for Stefano. One of the great things about the Bay Area Non-Smoking Center and quitting smoking is you save a lot of money. Now, in my case, I didn't just smoke plain old cigars. I smoked the best that the cigar store had to offer, and then some. And then that doesn't count all the ones I threw away, because I was trying to quit, and I'd go look at my cigar stock, and I'd say, oh, if I throw them all away, that'll help me quit. Well, it never worked. Anyway, I spent a lot of money on buying cigars. My average cigar cost was probably $25 a day on average for a long time. So I spent thousands and thousands of dollars on cigars. I've saved close to $10,000 this past year on cigar smoking, thanks to the Bay Area Non-Smoking Center and Ken Guzzo. That might be hard to believe, but it's true. Knowing that you can do that as a human being and actually rid yourself of the desire to smoke is a very satisfying thing to do, and it helps in other areas of your life too. It helps with business, it helps with exercise, it helps with focus, it helps with self-awareness. You feel proud of yourself. It's really something that goes much, much deeper than the surface of simply just quitting. I actually still can't believe it to this day that I'm cigar free. It's unbelievable, but boy, I'm really proud of the fact that I don't smoke cigars. And I've even been at parties and things, and people are lighting up cigars, and I'm thinking to myself, whoo, boy, am I glad I don't do that anymore, you know. For anybody that's considering, would like to quit smoking, this is the place to do it. In fact, I had such a great experience with my own particular case of getting beyond smoking cigars that my son, who was involved with smoking marijuana cigarettes, he couldn't seem to, it seemed to me it was very evident that it was a habit for him. He couldn't quite get over it. He wouldn't even admit that he was doing it, actually. And so I thought, well, I'll talk to him about maybe meeting with Ken, and first I called Ken and asked Ken if he could help with this kind of smoking. And he said, sure, you know, we've done that a little bit, and it could probably help you. He said, you have to make sure that your son really wants to quit. And at that point in time, he didn't. But after talking to Ken, he realized that he did. And he went in for a session just like I did. Went through all the things that I did. In fact, we talked about it afterwards. And it was exactly, Ken took him through the same process that I have gone through. And boy, he's so proud of himself now. He's just tickled pink that he doesn't smoke at all, and he got over that very difficult. He's a young man. He's only 16, so it was a good time to nip it in the bud. He's over it. It's the past thing in his life, and he's studying harder now, and he's very proud of himself, and so it's just fantastic. So it's really two people in our family that have been helped in an amazing way by the non-smoking center.